right, please welcome Anya.
Thank you. Hello, my name is Anya2, and I'm going to talk to you today about building rapport to build your business. We're going to go through these steps of making a connection, knowing your audience, and introduce isogenics into the conversation. But before we get started, I just want to show of hands. Who is interested in building a business? Who is interested in building a business that will be successful? Okay, right. So I want you to take a step back into out of the network marketing zone, and I want you to imagine that the product that you have, you're going to be opening up a retail store environment to sell it. What's the first thing you think you would do?
Get a good location.
Good location. What else? Product, right? Anybody else?
Hire people.
Hire people. Okay. So we have a product, we have a location, we have salespeople. What's next? Advertising, right? Because wouldn't it stink if day one you opened up this amazing store and you have everything ready, you have your product out on the shelves, you've hired Susie Smith, the neighborhood teenage girl that can't stop talking, you know she's going to sell your products off the shelves. You have amazing, everything is put inside and strategically placed inside just to get the buying signals. You have cookies baking because the smell of cookies makes people buy. You're all ready. And you've already signed on that new BMW because you know at the end of the month you're going to be making so much money, you're going to go buy it. Doors open, and now you're waiting. And you're waiting. And you're looking outside. Has anybody come? No one's stopping at my store. You're stepping outside again. You're thinking, is my open sign on? It is. Not sure what's going on. Fast forward, at the end of the day, you left for a little bit. You come back and you check with Susie and you say, Susie, let's close out the register. Let's see how much we made in sales. And she tells you you made a whopping $3.73. Doesn't even pay enough to pay her for 1/3 of 1 hour of her time. Well, probably the biggest piece that we were missing there is advertising. Who knows you're there, right? So now I want you to move back into the role that we are in now. Fortunately, we work for an organization that's done a lot of that legwork for us. We have an amazing product. We have amazing materials that we can use as far as marketing. But the one piece that's really missing that can make the difference between the crickets in the day and the $3.73 in sales and a phenomenal business is what you do in that in-between. You need to let people know that you have a business. And that's why building the rapport to build the business is key. And the first step in it is making a connection. Nobody knows you have a business unless you've connected with them to let them know. So first and foremost, that's your number one thing, is building your list of people that you're going to be speaking to, right? My daughter and I were at Forever 21, and we were buying just a bunch of stuff for a very nice charity thing that our organization had done. And when we went up to pay, they asked for our email address. And of course, I didn't give mine because I have 6,000 emails in my personal email address. But my daughter, who shops there all the time, was very eager to give hers because she knew she'd get a 20% off coupon going forward. And why do you think that they do that?
They bring it back in.
Right, they bring it in. They're building their marketing. They're building the people that they're going to market to and send emails to about their sales to drive business into their stores. Well, how can we do that? Well, there's a variety of different ways, right? Connecting with people in person, which is always key. We are in network marketing. But there's one that we do all the time that everybody is on, and it's social media, right? People are connecting with you on social media. Anytime they like something or comment on something, there is your email marketing list. There are the people that you're going to market to. That's what's going to prevent the crickets in the store, right? So we need to make a connection to all of them. Now, once you've made a connection to the people out there and you stay on top of it and you're connecting with them, I'm going to tell you, first and foremost, one of the key things in being a good salesperson is you have to be likable. 85% of the decision that's made if someone is going to buy from somebody or not is if they like the person that's selling to them. So you need to be friendly in your interactions. A simple thanks with no exclamation point, no nothing, is great that you've connected with them, but you have to take it to an extra level. So I want you to turn to the person next to you. Pick somebody. Hi. And I want you to introduce yourself to that person, but before you do, I want you to have zero facial expression and your eyes wide open because you cannot break eye contact whatsoever for the first 5 seconds of your introduction. Ready? Go.
I cannot stop it. I need to laugh.
Okay, it seems like,
No, I can't look at you. You can't look at me.
That's
yeah,
creepy.
right? That's, so what I want you to imagine is that's the response that some people get on social media, the thanks, thank you, with no explanation point, nothing else that comes with it. Now I want you to look at the other person, and I want you to do the exercise again, but I want you to smile, don't stare at that person, maybe break eye contact at a more natural level. Already go. So, it's a silly example, but I think it kind of brings the point home, right? It's how you're connecting with somebody that can make a difference. And even through social media, which seems to be just words, how you're responding can make a difference between the two. Next, I want you to know your audience, right? You have to know who you're speaking to. How many of you have been to the doctor in the last 12 months? Okay. Does doctor come in and say, Kristen, you look like you have the flu, so I'm going to go ahead and prescribe you the flu. Thank you for coming in. No. What does the doctor do?
Ask questions.
Right. So would you feel uncomfortable if you went in and to see your doctor, and your doctor made an immediate assumption as to what was wrong and had prescribed a solution for you?
Yes.
Right? So it's no different. We get so excited about this amazing product that we have, because we do. We have an amazing product. And what we have a tendency to do is when we meet somebody, we've done this first part, we've connected and we're getting their information, but then we want to tell them everything that we can do to help them. So we jump in and we say, Jenny, you know what? We have the best weight loss products in the world, and you're going to go on them and you're going to lose 25 pounds. Well, what if Jenny has been trying to gain 25 pounds, right? She's not going to care about that she can lose 25 pounds. It would be much more effective to come in and to say, Jenny, let's talk a little bit about some of the solutions that we have to offer. And you dig a little bit deeper. You find out truly what her particular need is, and then you dig in. We were at a Super Saturday in Boston, and one of our top earners, Kathy Savage, she's an Isogenics millionaire, she got on stage and she did a town hall session where she was answering people's questions. And this came up over and over and over again. I don't know why people get turned off as soon as I start talking. And I'll never forget what she said. Stop regurgitating information, right? Basically just take a step back and ask questions. Understand the need of the person that you're speaking with so that you can actually give them what they want, because that makes this connection that much deeper. Now you went from that superficial, smiley face wink emoticon to now, getting to know that person a little bit more and having that deeper connection. So you really need to know who you're speaking with so that you can have that rapport to move into the next step. And this one, introducing Isogenics into the conversation, come on people, we work for the best health and wellness company in the world. There should be never a time where anybody should feel uncomfortable about saying, we have these great solutions and I work for Isogenics, which is a network marketing company. Now I say that and you're all nodding your heads, but I do know that deep down there's that little voice. You've got the one on one shoulder and one on the other. That little voice that says, but it's network marketing. We don't want people to think that we're telling them about this business because we don't want them to think we want to make money off of them. Yes, you do. You do want to make money off of that. I mean, it's part of the business. It's like going to the Gap and saying that they haven't upcharged their sweaters because they don't want to have a profit margin. Well, of course they did. They're not giving it to you for their cost. Everybody goes into business to make a business. Never be ashamed of that. Our company, our founders chose network marketing as a method of distribution because it's the one that stayed the truest to what their goal was. Bringing the cleanest products to the market and providing freedom from physical and financial pain. They could not do that through GNC, and they could not do that through some of our other competitors. So why not take pride in that and share that story when you're out there? So introduce Isagenix into the conversation. Let them know. I will share one story. I was an Isagenix associate. And when I was introduced to it, my friend never once mentioned that there was an income opportunity. She just said I could possibly get my products paid for. I thought, well, that's kind of important, but I'd rather lose the weight. Knowing what I know now, I will tell you this. Lisa DeMayo, she is also one of our top earners in the company, Isagenix Millionaires. I could have been the next Lisa DeMayo. Somebody would have told me. She never shared that. I never let Melissa, I always remind her that she really ripped the millionaire opportunity out of my hands, right? But once again, you know, building a business, that's what you're here for. And building rapport is the key to being able to build that business. So if you make that connection, you dig deeper and truly understand the needs of your audience, introduce Isagenix into the conversation and be proud and bold about it, because you should be. You're going to be able to build rapport to build your business.
Good job. Enthusiastic, convincing, and we ended strong.